We are back, baby. What is going on? Happy Friday to you, and welcome back to the Extras. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you to the new subscribers we had. I noticed we got a few more up there, so I appreciate you. Not sure where the new subs are coming from, but wherever it is, welcome. I'm sure that'll lead to disappointment. Looks like we got a couple people in chat already. Nance in there first. Becky, a quick second. Both of them said first. That's how quick it was. Nance says, and going to bed. Oh man, you stayed up just to be first in chat. Well, I appreciate you. Becky says it was a tie. Good night. I'm glad you stayed up to be first. That's funny. He says, because I'm first and always first and will be first, I'm often told I'm number one. Well, hey, and you even have the number one next to your name today. So I appreciate you being here, brother. I also appreciate your expertise on the car warranty stream. That was kind of fun. We were talking about whether it's worth it to buy a new car or not. And yeah, if you're just watching this on replay, you can click underneath and get right to the videos if you don't want to hear me talk. Saw a lot of comments about that. You know, if I pause the videos to talk, people are like, you shouldn't pause the videos to talk. And then when I don't pause the videos and I talk over them instead, people are like, you shouldn't talk over the videos. You should pause it. I'm like, all right. Well, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Nance says, I slept like 3 hours last night and got up at 5 to go back to work today. Oh, wow. Man, putting that time in. After getting home early last night at 1:30 a.m. and got 4 hours the night before. Man, you gotta take better care of yourself. You can't be working 4 hours and then working all day, multiple days in a row. Black Magic in the chat. He says, happy Friday, folks. What is going on, Black Magic? Hope you had a good week. He says, don't forget to thumbs up the video. I missed a few and went back to make sure I hit every one, and I thought I'd remind you to do the same. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. The likes actually really do help when you hit that button, so, you know, thank you for people who do. I don't know. I cannot figure out this thing. Like, sometimes we get 20 views, sometimes we get 2,000. I can't talk about Walmart every stream, so I don't know. I don't know what the secret is. I really am disconnected from it now, and I don't even look at the analytics. I just make the video, and you know, if people want to watch it, that's awesome. I saw Dieter's video. Did you see Dieter's video about the bees? It's really good. Another great video from Dieter and the crew. I love his crew, dude. Phoenix and Michelle, like they're great characters. I have so much fun watching his video. He put out a membership tier as well, so if you want to support Dieter, you can do that by going to Dare Dieter and pressing join. I believe it's $4.99 if you want to know. Black Magic says, I'm about halfway through Dieter's new video, and I'll finish that up this weekend. Some of his videos are really great. I agree. They're long. So I like when he posts them early so I can listen to it at work. Becky says, yep, I sure did. I got a shout out. Yeah, we got a shout out. We got a shout out on Dieter's video. That was pretty cool. I didn't know he was going to do that, so that's cool. Thank you, man. Not that anyone like would know who I am or anything, but yeah. Becky says that's nice of you to mention his channel. Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, I don't know. I feel like I only do YouTube because of RMG. So I you know, yeah. Gotta plug Dieter whenever possible. I hope his channel still continues to grow. He's got a lot of subscribers and he's updating regularly, and that is the key. That is the key. Also, I'm noticing that a lot of you like the Danielle Walters content. I'm dude, I'm kind of embarrassed to say how invested I am in that story. It's I don't know why. It's very interesting to me, and I love hearing all the updates on it. And we'll probably talk about Danielle Walters again because there's some more stuff happening. There's more updates. It's it's wild, dude. But yeah, if you're here because you like the Danielle Walters stuff, definitely there's other things we've done in the past that are similar to that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep updating you guys on her situation because it is pretty wild. Oh, Black Magic says Phoenix cracks me up. Yeah, oh my gosh, he is so funny, dude. In all of them, like they're just they all have good energy together. You know, like they seem like they're having fun. Phoenix kind of has like that, like he's like the heel character a little bit, and you know, but they have fun with it, and it's not like I know we're gonna have new cast members at some point, so I'm excited to see that. But yeah, definitely send in your ideas if you have any. Send them over to Dieter because he is all of these videos are fan suggested, supposedly. I don't know. Do you guys believe it? Do you think he would plant an email? You think he would be like, Jerry says, you know, like on the one where he was like, he like did a funny voice to like tease the guy who wrote him the email. So it kind of made me wonder if it was a real person or if it was like his idea and then presented as an email. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. It's not that high level. Becky says, I sent the challenge in for them to eat the stinky fish in a can. Is that surströmming? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what it's called? Yeah, surströmming. Hold on. We can show that. We can show that if I hit the right button. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, this is that gross fish everyone always tries in the videos. That's like smells really bad and you have to eat it outside. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It is fermented fish. But yeah, so there's a little bit of like some sort of like basketball thing happening currently. You might have heard about. But Black Magic says he used to do the voice thing on Rover though when people would call in who didn't agree with him. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think, like it was kind of like just him doing it in jest, cuz he does have that one voice. He has that one voice that he does. But he does it well. I like it. I like the nerd voice. Yes, Becky says that be it. Yeah, that's the stuff. Um, but yeah, so you might have heard about a little like basketball game that's happening right now. A couple people are watching on TV. There's another thing though that a lot of people don't know, and it's that we are hosting the World Cup of soccer, football, and uh, it it seems like a lot of Americans don't even know. Some people, I saw people say it's happening in my city, and I didn't even know about it until I saw this TikTok. I saw somebody say I didn't know about the World Cup until Mom Donnie posted about it. So it is, it's crazy. Oh, Tessa in the chat. What is going on? She says, "What up, Doug? What is going on, Tess? Happy Friday to you. I hope you had a great week." I thought we'd catch up with the World Cup and see, is anyone going to this? The news is making it sound like a catastrophe. Because the big news story is FIFA orders a huge block of hotel rooms for the World Cup, and they've drastically reduced that expectation of rooms. Beck's on the board with one. Hey, we love it. Nugget Man in the chat as well. Nugget says gefilte. Is that a different... Hold on. What is gefilte? Poached or fried fish cakes made from ground fish like carp, pike, or whitefish, mixed with matzo meal, eggs, and onions. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd rather try this than the surströmming. Because it comes in a jar. Okay. Yeah, because surströmming is fermented herring, and this seems like it's like cheap fish, like carp and like whitefish and stuff. Becky says, "What? What could I have said?" I know, right? It filters the silliest thing. Somebody got censored for using the kiss emoji the other day, last week, I think. So, yeah. But anyways, so I thought we'd look at this at the soccer thing, and I think that and for people who watch soccer or whatever, it's called football, whatever. In America, we call it soccer because we have another sport we call football, and it'd be confusing if I say football the whole time, so I'm not going to. Tess says, I approved it. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. We got to let all these messages through whatever, whenever possible. Meech in the chat, what is going on? Meech says, hello, happy Friday. What is going on, Meech? Meech, you are nearby some of these World Cup games. I think, did you get some tickets? Are you going to go to one of these? Because the big story is, especially in Kansas City, nobody's booking the hotels. Nobody's going to these games. The tickets aren't selling, so I don't know what's going on. So I wanted to look into it because my finger is not on the pulse of the soccer community. Becky says, "Who all has the game on in the background?" That's right. I have the game on in the background as well. Everyone should. The tribe game. I assume you're talking about. Yeah, Nugget Man says tribe game on my TV. I appreciate you. Meech says, yes, Casey has a few games. We're going to a few. Okay, cool. That is awesome. And I see there are people going, but I think the first thing people jump to is tickets now. If you're looking to buy them now, if you're just finding out about the World Cup, they can get a little pricey. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, looks a little... Tess says, I love you all. I'm sorry I've been so busy lately. Hey, we love you too. Thank you so much for being here. And that is okay. I appreciate you guys stopping by whenever you can. We love to hear from you, Tess. So I don't know if they've done something to the search here to make all of these tickets as high as they are, but these are decent seats, and it seems like they're, you know, about $1,200, $1,400. But keep in mind, that is 2 tickets, okay? So you do get 2 tickets for that price. Not too terribly bad, but not too terribly good. This was posted 5 hours ago, so these are, like, pretty live prices, I guess. I think the $1,200 to $1,400 range seems like about right for the U.S. game. That is tonight here in 30 minutes. Meech says it's been a big talk around town about how no one is really coming in from far away for a multitude of reasons. Yes, I have seen that as well. Nugget says, ticket holding fans were turned away from Snapdragon Stadium here in San Diego for a friendly game last Sunday. What? Wow. Oh, that's not good. See, we don't like that. I don't like to hear that people are getting turned away, especially if you've already spent the money on the tickets and they cost $700, $800 a piece. I don't know, man. No staff was the reason. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Okay, so they didn't have enough people working the event to staff the event at the venue. Wow. The KC Travel Committee has been losing their mind. Yeah, oh, I bet. They're just out here doing damage control. Nugget says, I never heard a news story. Yeah, see, okay. That's interesting. I didn't hear about that one when I was doing my research here. But I did see one group of people that is taking a huge L here that I love to see is the Scalpers. Okay? The Scalpers, they bought a ton of these World Cup tickets and they were like, hey, we're about to get rich. These games are going to be super popular. Everyone's going to be scrambling to get tickets. They're all going to be sold out. And it didn't really work out how they thought it was going to. Meech says the nice thing about KC, though, is that we are home base for 4 teams. So it's actually really nice because we have some open practices and professional players and teams have been around town. Oh, okay, nice. That's cool. So you can, like, kind of see the teams around and, like, watch them practice or interact with them potentially. See, and I think that that's why they chose that area too, because you guys have so much infrastructure for soccer around there. But I just think it's crazy that they had to spread out over 3 countries this year. And I don't know if that's because the US like wasn't willing to accept, enough venues weren't willing to accept FIFA coming, or we simply just don't have enough soccer stadiums because, as I understand, don't quote me on this, but I believe instead of 32 teams in the World Cup, there's 48 this year. I don't know. Maybe I have those numbers wrong, but there's more teams. So there's more games, more venues than ever before. Big controversy. Beach says, we have a lot of high-end soccer training facilities, and then we are in the middle of North America, so it's ideal for a lot of teams. Yeah, for sure. And it's easy to travel from there to any coast or to Mexico or to Canada in just a couple hours, so they can use that as their base to like practice and stuff. But okay, so let's watch some Scalpers take an L. Well, he's not the Scalper, sorry. Oh, I got him muted too. He's not the Scalper, he's just talking about Scalpers. This is
FIFA was using dynamic pricing when the website went live.
Media.
And they thought they were going to have huge demand, especially here in the United States. But let's face it, it's not football. It's soccer. And there's not as many soccer fans here as they thought. Scalpers bought tickets, overpaid, and now FIFA in panic mode has dropped prices 40% since some stadiums, there's still a lot of seats empty and they don't want to be seen worldwide in stadiums in America that are not full. So prices are coming down. This affects the Scalpers, the ones that got out there and bought and overpaid due to the dynamic pricing. And now
the prices are coming down
and drops the prices with those pants, the Scalpers get stuck, and I'm for it.
I love it.
Let's face it.
That's such a good outcome. Thoughts? We love it. I love it. Love to see that. What a great point to make. Because the Scalpers really, I mean, we talk about Scalpers and resellers all the time here, but they really do ruin everything. And it's awesome to see them take an L for once. And the time change isn't huge no matter where you go. Oh yeah, that's true. That's a big consideration. Probably that a lot of teams wouldn't consider if they're from a smaller country. That you're moving multiple time zones across the US. Nugget says, this attracts a lot of immigrants. I'd be worried at the airport or getting raided at the game. Yeah, that's another that is another angle for sure. Definitely a potential. Black Magic says Scalpers and sneaker resellers are a great representation of what is wrong with modern capitalism. Yes, God, the sneaker resellers are the worst. But you know what? When I did that Pokemon stream and we found that account called Poke Streets, dude, if you want to watch some resellers getting what's coming to them, that Poke Streets is a hilarious account. And then what was the other girl that we watched that talked about that? Strawberry Pokemon, Kira. She's on YouTube. She's really funny. She talks about all that stuff. But yeah, I'm with you, man. The resellers are the worst. Meech says, I hope all ticket resellers have both sides of their pillow warm. Yes, exactly. I never have a cool pillow in your life, ticket resellers. Nugget says, who exactly are these Scalpers? That's what I'm curious about too, because the Scalpers, you would assume, are located in the United States because these events are happening in the United States, but I think not, because a United States scalper would be busy with Stanley Cup scalping, NBA Finals scalping, Pokemon scalping. he's not going to be out here scalping things that he knows no one's going to buy. You know, I feel like an American in a non-soccer city is going to be pretty ignorant to the price or the value of a World Cup ticket. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the scalpers would be. I assume they're from all over the world. There's scalpers everywhere. Meech says TJ Maxx Hello Kitty blankets. Exactly. We gotta get that lady on the case. I already forgot that lady's name. Oh Lord. Is it what was it? The Anaheim Marshalls? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. I don't know what. We'll have to check back in. We'll have to check back in with the Hello Kitty resellers too when we do the check back stream. Becky says, "Go Carolina." Oh, okay. I see. Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things here. But I did see another thing. Is that there is a company that's trying to move in on Ticketmaster and StubHub, okay? And I hate the whole Ticketmaster, StubHub, monopoly, scam, conspiracy thing. And so there's this company called TickPick, and they've been doing these, like, guerrilla ads all over TikTok. You know, where you see a video and you know it's an ad, but it's not an ad, but it's an ad. I saw one of these for one of those companies, and I thought it was great that they're out here just openly flaming Ticketmaster. It's great. It's awesome.
Which application did you use to purchase your tickets?
I used TicketMaster and I paid $300 for 2 tickets.
The application I used was Game Time and we paid $109.
TicketMaster.
And how much you guys paid?
It was $300.
I use TickPick.
How much did you spend?
90.
Why'd you use TickPick?
It was like the cheapest one. I checked every other one, and that one was like by far like the cheapest
90
Where
bucks.
did you purchase your tickets and how much did you pay?
I got my tickets on TickPick. I think it was about 90 bucks.
Why'd you go with TickPick?
Honestly, it's just the right pick. No fees. It was 90 bucks. I love saving money.
Which application?
So everybody there paid 90 bucks from that app and 300 from Ticketmaster. Crazy if true. That's not an endorsement for that. I just thought it was great that somebody is going after Ticketmaster. I support it. But the apparently some spectators seem to think that if they went and watched the games in Mexico, that it would be a more affordable experience. And apparently that is not the case, according to the BBC.
Come on, the prices are insane. Insane. I can tell you it's not affordable for all the Mexican population. We have people that cannot afford even $1,000 tickets. It's sad and I could say frustrating because it's our World Cup.
Ever since FIFA unveiled their ticket strategy with US-style dynamic pricing used for the first time, the record costs facing fans have caused mounting concern. While FIFA's talked up the demand, thousands of tickets remain available, although Thursday's curtain raiser at the Azteca Stadium is a sellout.
Come on.
Now, it's interesting to me that he says American-style dynamic pricing, because FIFA had never used dynamic pricing for their tickets until this World Cup. And I don't know if America is responsible for all dynamic pricing that happens. But hey, that could be. I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah, so the dynamic pricing is something that a lot of people are seeming to blame. And then another thing that people are saying is that certain cities turn down FIFA because of the demands that they have. So I guess they want to like take over the stadium. They want to be in charge of everything. And some cities were not okay with that, at least according to this creator here.
Oh, good morning, FIFA. I'm on your neck. I'm on your neck because you came to the United States and you played. So let me illuminate some of you all's minds about what's going on and the cost of FIFA here in the United States. I'm not saying that this is the same thing everywhere else. I'm telling you what it is here now. Okay? Thing number one, FIFA is a diva. How do we know that FIFA is a diva? It's because the mayor of Chicago did an interview. And in that interview, he specifically outlined why he said no to hosting a FIFA game. And the main reason is he said FIFA wanted them to pay.
What?
Them to come. AKA, yo, we bringing the
something is going
game,
on
but
with
you
her
gotta
video.
foot all the bills. And before you
Why is it doing that?
get out of pocket, you may say, who gotta foot it? The taxpayers of Chicago.
Hold on.
Oh, good morning, FIFA. I'm on your neck. I'm on your neck because you came to the United States and some of you
I just want to start back where I was.
Why he said no to hosting a FIFA game.
Lord,
and the main
TikTok.
reason is he said FIFA wanted them to pay them to come.
This is according to her, by the way.
We bringing the game, but you gotta foot all the bills.
I'm taking her word
And
for
before you get out of pocket, you may say, who gotta foot it? The taxpayers of Chicago.
Okay.
In a country where soccer is not the main sport, us be on the hook for that bill? I don't think you. Are you daft? Are you okay out there? So
well, in their defense, I feel like you expect to gain a certain amount of money by hosting the games in your city. So having some taxpayer funded expenses related to the event is kind of an inevitable necessity of hosting. I don't know. That's just me. That's my opinion. She's really excited about it though. I love it. Black Magic says diva status confirmed.
Chicago said no. And that's crazy because when you think about the possible revenue of tourism for a place like Chicago, that's arguably one of the most popular cities in the world.
Yeah.
They still said it would not help make meaningful contribution to the bill that they would have to pay to host a FIFA game. And they said no. So keep that into take that into consideration when you're looking at and thinking about some of these smaller cities that are hosting this game. More importantly, let's get on the tickets.
What small cities are hosting the games? These small cities like the tiny town of Boston, the small suburb of Kansas City, the tiny little blip on the map that is Los Angeles. Yeah. We gotta leave it up to the tiny towns, really, to hold this game together. I don't know where she's going with that, but you can check her out at, what does that say? Life with Tori Simone on TikTok. If you want to hear her, that's a pretty long video. I didn't really notice. Nugget says, I wonder what she does for a paycheck. I have no idea. I love that hat, though. Black Magic says they would generate some revenue by having them there, in fairness. Yeah, they would. I think whatever extra costs it is to have some cops work overtime and like the buses run a little bit extra or whatever things you have to do as a city to get ready for something like that. I think it's worth it. It's worth it to host a couple 100,000 extra people who are on vacation and there to spend money in your city. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I'm not a city planner or anything. It's just I'm just spitballing. It just seems like it probably would be like a net profit to the city. Nugget Man says, I'm offended by Tiny Town, but great hat. Yeah, I don't know. Chicago can't do it. We gotta leave it up to the small city of LA. I love that. LA would crumble without FIFA. Yeah, exactly. Where would they be? This person says FIFA dynamic pricing ruined the market.
The Financial Times reporting that the World Cup is shaping up to be a massive failure as FIFA still hasn't sold this huge amount of tickets and is now taking drastic measures to avoid empty stadiums. FIFA originally projected for the 2026 World Cup hosted in North America to be a massive financial success, pricing tickets nearly 3 times more than what they were worth at the previous World Cup in Qatar, all the while using
why? That's the first mistake. You took the prices that 4 years ago it was held in Qatar. So they tripled all the prices because they're like, we're going to America, baby. They'll pay it, right? But then all the fans looked at that and they were like, the Americans are charging so much for these games.
Dynamic pricing to spike up ticket prices even during the initial release. This unintentionally resulted in a rush amongst resellers looking to make a quick buck, who bought up large amounts of tickets, driving the price of even some opening matches up into the thousands of dollars, with the expectation that they could sell it for even more later. However, the resellers and FIFA have learned the hard way that demand for soccer in the United States is nowhere near as high as they had hoped, resulting in over 180,000 tickets still up for sale days before kickoff.
I refuse to believe that FIFA isn't doing any kind of market research. You're telling me they couldn't talk to an 11th grade dude who plays soccer in the Midwest and just get your finger on the pulse of young people and just say, hey, do you care about the World Cup? Do you know when the World Cup is? Can you name a single player on the United States men's team? Can you? I can't. I have no idea. No idea. If you'd have asked me, hey, is it a good idea to invest billions of dollars in the World Cup and people coming to it? I would say no. Just from my experience. I grew up in the Midwest. Lots of people here play soccer. Almost everyone plays when they're growing up. But I feel like as a nation, there's very, very few soccer lovers in adult life. And that is the group of people who's going to spend the money on the tickets and the merchandise and the hotels and the flights. Meech says FIFA is one of the most crooked organizations in sports history. I have heard that. There's a lot under the surface with FIFA. Nugget Man says, and sexist. Black Magic says, most likely inflation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was just inflation. That's why we had to triple the price. Just inflation, no big deal. But yeah. So some people are going to the games, okay? And Meech says, listen, As I'm typing this, 1 block down, my city is having a pep rally party for the USA game tonight. There are parties going on all over town. People do care, but in this economy, to pay that, most cannot afford it. Exactly. I agree with you. And I did find a lot of watch party things that are out there in these cities. They're happening. But like, the hotels are starting to freak out in this situation here. They even got Airbnb reducing rates.
This is an Airbnb that's just half a mile away from the stadium. The property manager told me that it was listed at $1,200 a night, but they've had to reduce that down to $312 a night.
Can you imagine charging $1,200 a night for that place? That's a crime right there. That's a crime.
You can have breakfast.
That's insane.
Andrew Jean Baptiste is a short-term rental host for 17 properties in the Atlanta metro.
Dude,
this was my opportunity
to
double my normal revenue, so that's what I did.
He says he's excited about the World Cup coming in just a couple weeks.
So he increased it just for the World Cup.
For several months now.
Airbnb sent me a statement that reads in part, more guests are now booked to stay in host city homes during the tournament than at any event before. However, Sarah Joy, who's a property manager for 20 Airbnbs around the city, says that hasn't been her company's reality.
20 Airbnbs? That is not what Airbnb was meant to be.
It was supposed to be record bookings, but we're not really seeing the demand.
She told me right now only 10 of her properties are booked.
You really have to drop your pricing to really pick that.
Let's play the tiny violin for the Airbnb arbitrage over millionaires.
15,000 to 20,000 Airbnbs up right now in Atlanta.
She says people have canceled because of visa issues.
They said they no longer are coming because their application.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people might be shying away because you're charging $1,200 a night to book a place that you normally book for $300 a night. But, that's just me. But, okay. Black Magic says, soccer is pretty big here in Phoenix, but it has to do with our Latino population and the fact that our weather is pretty good for soccer mostly year-round. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It is a good place for soccer because you could play probably 10 months out of the year in Arizona. That's awesome. Soccer is huge here in KC, says Meech. But everyone I know that's going to games are people I know, and those people have disposable income and not like teachers or grocery store workers that are probably real fans. Exactly. I didn't want to do the same exact stream where I talked about the Super Bowl, about can real fans even afford to do this anymore. But I think there's a huge aspect of that going on here where most of the people going are people going for the, I don't know. I guess everyone's going for the fun of it, but I guess for like the experience of it just being a thing rather than like the team that they've followed their entire lives. So yeah, I don't know. I wish the tickets could go to people like that, where people who really want to see it can see it. But this creator says Airbnb can't compete with hotels, and I agree.
I keep seeing these stories about people that own Airbnbs and they own like several properties, like 10 or more, and they're saying stuff like
the worst type of Airbnb owner.
But the thing is, people I know that have Airbnbs have been booked for the World Cup. But you want to know why they've gotten booked up? They didn't get greedy. They didn't make their prices 3 times what it was regularly because they knew people were coming. They kept their prices regular. If anything, their prices were lower than hotels, which is what Airbnbs were originally for.
Yes.
Why are your Airbnbs the same price as a hotel? I go to a hotel and they clean my room. But if I go to an Airbnb, they
charge
me
you a cleaning fee.
Even if I clean.
Yep.
So it's not that Airbnb is failing or that people that have Airbnbs are not getting booked up. It's that you overestimated how desperate your customers were going to be. You assumed that they were going to be so desperate to stay anywhere that they would pay any price just to go to the World Cup. And by the way, using ChatGPT is not research to figure out how pricing should work. That's not how that goes. But what did you...
Yes. That goes for any topic. Using ChatGPT is not research. But this person says Seattle hotel bookings are also like way below expectations over there.
Demand for the FIFA World Cup here in Seattle, maybe a swing and a miss, at least when...
This is Jake Explains It on TikTok. He's based in Seattle.
When it comes to hotel bookings, I'm Jake. I cover news here in Seattle and beyond. Follow me and we'll get through these crazy times together.
He's got
the American
great
Hotel
hair.
and Lodging
I
Association
like that hair.
sent a survey to North American host cities like Seattle. They're hosting the World Cup right there at Lumen Field come June and July. 80% of respondents said hotel reservations for the World Cup are far below expectations, which is kind of staggering when you think about it. So why is this happening? Well, 70% of respondents in this survey cited geopolitical concerns in the United States as a reason for the lower forecast, which is also a concern. Maybe a reason why these numbers...
Love that. Perfect audio.
Also,
don't even cut that out. Yeah.
Set aside a huge number of rooms, blocked off rooms in hotels in the area for teams and for sponsors, for big donors, and those bookings were canceled. So that may also lead to the depressed numbers that we're seeing. Now, before you tell me, hey, Jake, Seattle is a hellhole, there's no reason to go there, it's a terrible city in America. Well,
Meech says Jake sniffs scams. I can tell. Hey, and he's holding his microphone like a Gen Zer would love him to. But he's missing the dead cat on the top of the mic. You gotta have your little fuzzy guy on there, or else no one will know how important you are. Clean up. Yes, exactly. Oh man, is Scott Taylor still in the news? We gotta find him. Is he in the? I want to find what he's doing lately. I haven't heard his voice in a while. Oh, Scotty.
Seattle's not alone. Kansas City, Philadelphia, Boston, San Francisco, all are reporting this underwhelming number of hotel bookings for FIFA. Visit Seattle, which is sort of a Chamber of Commerce kind of organization here in Seattle, says don't panic, don't worry. We're expected to see a number of hotel bookings surge in the weeks leading up to the FIFA World Cup. It's a mid-June kickoff for 6 games in Seattle, so likely by June 1st, a month from now, we'll start seeing more of those hotel bookings.
Okay, that is an interesting point. Okay, so the games go until July. So it goes on for like a month. So maybe it just hasn't heated up yet. People are waiting to come. They're going to be here soon. Black Magic says 100,000% she's on point. Becky says, yes, I follow him on Twitter. Okay, good. We got to catch up with Scotty. Okay,
but this tournament is coming up quick. If you're interested in seeing a soccer match, by the way, your next move is to go to the FIFA website. You have to put in your email address and sign up for the newsletter to find out when they do the ticket draws.
Newsletter.
There may be another round of cheaper tickets before the tournament begins. No guarantee, though. Right now, one of the cheaper tickets.
It sounds like JLR geopolitical. Yeah, exactly.
Here in Seattle, one of the 6 matches.
I love how he's trying to act like he's not filming this on his cell phone, too.
Demand for the FIFA World Cup here in Seattle.
Like, brother, get you a tripod, man. It's cool. It's fine to have one. No one will make fun of you on the rooftop you're standing on. I also like how he used a baseball analogy instead of a soccer one when he was talking about soccer. I know, right? Swing and a miss. That was in the comments. That someone said that. Where is that? I love that you use the swing and a miss baseball metaphor for a soccer tournament. Yes. Oh, gosh. Yes. Good job, Jake. Well done. That's Jake Explains It. Oh, man. I thought that was good. But this guy from The Athletic says hotels did this to themselves.
Okay, so remember when FIFA promised that millions and millions of people would travel to the 2026 World Cup? And remember when hotels then jacked up their prices to capitalize? Well, in a stunning development, actually, nobody wants to pay $1,000 for a standard hotel room. And actually, the supposed World Cup boom is a bit of a myth. I'm Henry Bushnell, senior writer at The Athletic.
Goal USA,
and I've been reporting
Becky
recently
says.
on how the
All
influx
right.
of tourists that the World Cup was supposed to bring isn't really materializing here in the United States, or at least not yet. The American Hotel and Lodging Association released some data this week. They surveyed hundreds of members, and they reported that almost 80% of hotels in the host cities say that the pace of bookings for June and July, when the tournament will take place, is below their expectations.
He says he could have at least said hit the crossbar or something. Exactly. Like, just literally anything. Maybe it was like off the cuff and he doesn't write a script. I don't know.
Now, there are several reasons for that. There are FIFA's ticket prices, of course, which have made this World Cup unaffordable for the vast majority of the world. There's also the perception that the
Okay, so FIFA does set the ticket prices, all right.
U.S. is unwelcoming to foreigners right now. But the hotels themselves are at fault too. Months ago, we at The Athletic looked at a sample of 6 hotels in each host city. We found that, on average, they'd raised their rates for the World Cup dates by more than 300%. From less than $300 to more than $1,000 during the tournament.
Man,
now,
that's
months
wild.
later, they've realized that they misjudged demand. When I recently checked those exact same hotels, the World Cup rates in the U.S.
No one
had
wants
come
to pay
down by more than
$1,000 a night for
40%
your
from those
La
previous
Quinta Inn.
peaks. Of course, some international fans will still come to the World Cup. They found Airbnbs or cheap motels. They've saved up for months or years because they absolutely love this sport. And even if millions don't come from abroad, there are millions of people living here in the U.S., but with roots in one of the participating countries. So the
Okay, I got you. 8 feet in, that's right. Dude, crazy. Oh, wait. Does that say 8 minutes? I was reading it like, sorry. 8 minutes in. Be right back. I'm going to put on my USA tee and make an Aperol Spritz. Make you an Aperol Spritz. We love it. I love a good Aperol Spritz. Yo. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are some actual fan parties, and I wanted to show a couple before we get out of here. This is the Mexico... Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. This is the LA Colosseum Fan Festival. 8 minutes in, yeah. Okay, yeah.
The World Cup is officially kicked off in Los Angeles, and today I checked out the FIFA Fan Festival.
Look at that, dude. That's crazy. Okay, so this is a watch party at a stadium, not a stadium where the thing is, they just have a big screen up if you can't afford to go to the game or whatever. You can go to
the LA
this
Coliseum.
and still
If you don't
have
have
a good
tickets
time
to a
with your
match,
homies.
this is one of the best ways to experience the energy of the tournament. They're broadcasting
cool.
live games on giant screens, and the atmosphere
I like
feels
that.
like a massive
Looks
game
like it's
day
really
watch party
hot,
with
but-
fans from all over the world. Beyond the matches, there are interactive
That's
activations
cool.
across the field, like this display from Archer Aviation, the company developing electric air taxis, which honestly looked like something out of the future. The fan
It looked like a drone or something.
Fan Festival runs June 11th through the 14th, but this is just the
Okay.
beginning. Los Angeles will host fan zones and watch parties across the city throughout the tournament, so even if you're not going to a game, there are plenty of ways to be part of the World Cup experience this summer. The World
Okay, see, so it's not all doom and gloom. You don't need to have millions of dollars. You can go to this thing and you can watch it, and there's lots of people there doing it, and it's really fun. So all these people wanted to make all these doom and gloom videos, and nobody's coming to the games. Nobody watches soccer. Nobody cares. People care. Okay, go to the thing. You know what I mean? Let them live. Let them enjoy it. This is another watch party that's totally free. Probably going to be copyrighted music, I'm sure, but this is Brandy Lynn Explores on TikTok. She says free FIFA World Cup watch party at Auditorium Shores. That is really cool, dude. Look at that view. That's beautiful. Okay. See, that looks like a good time. Hanging out on the lawn. I love that. So, there's definitely free and cheap ways to do this. This is another watch party in LA for
Downtown LA, the crowd is electric. They're excited. This is Mexico's official LA home for the FIFA World Cup. For the next 39 days, Casa Mexico is hosting at least 5 Mexico watch parties, 2 family festivals, even a salsa concert. And if Mexico advances in the World Cup, there will be even more watch parties. This is a project 1 year in the making right here at La Plaza de Cultura y Artes. It's all in partnership between the museum, the Consulate General of Mexico, and our partners Telemundo 52.
I'm an LA native.
Dude, that looks really cool. This is where I would hang out if I was in LA. This is where you want to be.
Mexico,
where Telemundo is,
so nice
you know
to
it's
see,
going to be wild.
A big group of people coming together.
There's a store where you can find and buy official Mexico national team merchandise. Sweet. And yes, Dr. Simi, I repeat, Dr. Simi is here because if you know, you know. The event is free and open to the public, but tickets are going fast. The crowd is filling up very quickly, so it's best to reserve your tickets in advance. You can find more information on NBCLA.com.
Welcome. All right, that's awesome. I don't know who Dr. Simi is, but it looks like they are having a really good time there, so I love that for them. And this is a New York watch party right here, and it looks a little better. It seems
This is
hot.
the ultimate FIFA World Cup fan experience. The FIFA World Cup officially starts today, and somehow New York City just got its own version of it. This is the NYNJ World Cup 26 Queens Group Stage headquarters, and for the next few weeks, this entire section of Flushing Meadows is turning into one giant World Cup celebration. You can watch matches on massive screens, try interactive soccer experiences, grab food and drinks, catch live performances, and hang out with fans from literally all over the world. The energy feels exactly
I'd be with
like
Mexico
you'd
fans
imagine
for real. Me too.
This is insane. Today, everyone is watching Mexico take on South Africa in the tournament opener, but this is just the beginning. The Queens HQ will open throughout the entire group stage with concerts, special appearances, watch parties, and events happening almost every day. And if you're not in Queens, there are official World Cup fan zones opening in the Bronx and New Jersey too. So you don't actually need a ticket to one of the matches to be a part of the action. If you've been looking for a way to experience the World Cup without spending thousands on game tickets, this is definitely your best bet.
Free general admission tickets, you just have to register. See, there is good in the world. And if you still need one more reason to watch, this girl found one. I thought it was funny.
I need a TC sour swimming with the fishes. Come on. I need a TC sour swimming with the fishes. I need a TC.
She likes the boys. She likes the boys. I'm not gonna read that, but you can read those comments. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I definitely would be at one of these fan watch parties because that looked really fun, and I probably wouldn't be able to afford to go to a game. But hey, who knows? FIFA's dropping prices. Maybe it's not too late. It goes on for like a month. I don't know how the United States is going to do or how your team is going to do in this one, but we will see. And I think it's a myth that Americans don't like soccer and that people don't care, because there's lots of people, there's thousands of people there watching. 1.4 billion people around the world tuned into the opening of the World Cup. So it's definitely a huge thing. So, and the USA game already started. So get out there, watch that game, and thank y'all so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will catch y'all on Monday for the extras. Peace.